Attention gamers, I'm back with another video game recommendation for a video game to get remastered. There was this trilogy video game of the movie The Lord of the Rings movies. In these video games, the first one, you play as a random person to go on the adventure itself to defeat follow in the footsteps of Frodo and the rest of them, and the rest of the Fellowship. And you even build a fellowship of your own. At least I think. But in this video game, you had to fight a lot of creatures. Like wargs, orcs, and goblins. And even bandits and barbarians. And even the Watcher monster. And once you have to go through, in this game, you have to go through a series of areas throughout Middle-earth in the first game. And once you do, you end up finishing it. After defeating the Uruk-hai, you move on to the next video game, and the next one is the second one is the Two Towers. In this video game, you have to play as the character you're as already, and in this video game, you have to go through the footsteps of where Frodo and Sam, Wise Gamgee, were at, and same with Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. And once they get going throughout the Two Towers, they encounter the evil. They encounter Eomer the king, whose mind was poisoned by Saruman, whose mind was being poisoned by Saruman. And then, after releasing him, there were 10,000 orc soldiers in the Uruk-hai. And they had to go to battle. They had to go to make refuge for Helm's Deep. But little did Eomer know that he was walking into a trap set by Saruman himself. He knew there was a weakness in Helm's Deep, and that they would get in, and that they'd break in through the gate. And they all were fighting the best they could, and they did win the battle. And then when Gandalf showed up with an army recruit that would save Eomer. And then what happened? They rode down. When the sun shone that bright, they were able to destroy every orc in their path. Same with other creatures you would be walking around and encountering. And once this video game was a real classic. But then, when you get to the third game, you do basically the same thing. You travel all the way to get to Mordor. You have to travel through every place doing the same thing from the movies. And all of you will have to fight every creature, use the living dead, the undead king that Isildur placed a curse on. Yeah, but King Eomer encounters there was an army of evil barbarians on Oliphants, and they used them to fight off evil. In this And once they once they killed a few of Oliphants, apparently they went against another. They have to fight against an evil ring wraith that was in battle on a creature with wings. When Éomer was dying, he told his creature to feast on his flesh. But then, when you battle this evil, you play as Éowyn has to, you play as either a woman or a man and encounter the evil. And once you stab that evil ring wraith, he dies. And then once you make it to Mordor, you'll be able to defeat Sauron himself and throw the ring back into the fiery chasm of Mount Doom from whence it came. And then, once that happens, the game is over. And what you have to... This game was these games were real classics, and I believe they deserve a remake. I recommend you talk about it to people about it in person, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Bye for now, until next time I think of another video game to get remastered. Please remember to like and subscribe my YouTube channel.